I know you see me on the video. I know you heard me on the radio. But you still don't pay me no attention. Listening to what your girl.
What up, man?
Hey.
It's JUSSE&T.
Mm-hmm.
Back once again.
Yep. Got some things to talk about.
Try Not to Cuss podcast, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming back, man. It's been a quiet week, but you know what I'm saying? There was a few things.
There's always something going on.
Out there in the world.
Uh-huh.
In these streets.
Yep.
You know how it be, man.
We got the Olympics acting up still.
I thought that died down.
Nah. And we got a shorty that won the spelling bee.
That I'm pretty sure y'all seen because she's everywhere, man.
Yeah, apparently she plays ball too. I'm trying to figure out what she doesn't do.
Man.
First off, shorty's last name is avant-garde. I don't know if that's like her middle name, last name, or if her last name is hyphenated.
Is it Zaila or Zaila?
I think it's Zaila.
Sorry if we saying it wrong.
But
Zaila avant-grande. You say guard, but you don't think it's grande?
no, you're mixing letters.
I see an E at the end.
Yeah, and you just put the R before the A.
Oh. I sure did.
But you know what? You'd be really good at those, like, what is that? Words with friends, where you see letters and you're just like, ooh, I know what this word could spell. You'd be really good at that.
I never partake in that. Because soon as they had the spelling bee in elementary, I made sure I spelled that
Did I tell
wrong.
you my story about the spelling bee?
I don't know. All I know is this is enough. Something. It's just things that you know in the world that you're good at, and there's some things that you like. This ain't
I
for
thought
me.
I was good at spelling. I still think I'm good at spelling. I'm not great. I don't think I'd win a national spelling bee. But what I will tell you is I did the spelling bee in 6th grade, and they gave me harmonica. And I know I spelled it right, and they said I spelled it wrong, and it was over. And I stood up there, and I was like, can you tell me the spelling? And they spelled it, and I was like, that's what I said. And they were like, no. And it was over. That really hurt my feelings. I'm still, years later, I'm still hurt.
You should have spelled it again. And be like, how is it wrong?
Part
Spelled it again.
Part of me feels like they didn't want a little black girl to win that. Like, how many adults have like taken kids' dreams just because they were like, nah, we can't. That's not a good look.
All the time, folks. You know the mother folks do it every day.
That is so rude.
Cause they just mad. But anyways, she's very talented, man. She was doing all type of things, and she called in basketball. The basketball world's going crazy because her handles, her eye coordination is.
She was on a unicycle.
She was
dribbling 4 or 5 balls or something like that.
Dude, she was juggling 4 balls, bouncing it and going between her legs. I said, what?
Real talk, shorty's next level. Next level. But her last name is avant-garde. Like, the definition is new and unusual or experimental ideas, especially in the arts, or the people introducing them. Favoring or introducing experimental or unusual ideas. She was bound to be dope because of her last name.
Mm-hmm. What a blessing. Shout out to the Black Magic.
Oh, and she's 14.
Magic. Yeah, she's young.
Shorty just started. Like, she has no idea. I remember when I was 14. I was freshman year. You remember when you was 14?
Yeah.
Okay. 14 was a good year.
I skipped the 8th grade.
We know.
There's a lot of haters. Anyways.
All right.
Don't be mad because I graduated 17, started college when I was 17.
I graduated 17 and started college at 17 too. You're not special.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You was summertime. What are you talking about?
College starts in the summertime.
Dude, you already turned 18. I was during college as college was
I said what I said. When I started college, I was 17.
Dude,
the first day of school, I was
relax,
17.
you too loud. Bring it down.
Because you think I'm lying. And
Bring
I'm
it
not.
down.
You didn't ask me how many days before my 18th birthday. But the first day of school, I was 17.
The first day of school, and the second day you turn 18.
No, it was the first week though. I turned 18.
Exactly, and that's why I'm telling you the difference.
What's the difference? You said you started college when you were 17,
Okay.
and you graduated. Maybe you need to be more specific.
Okay, I started, and I was continuing going to college. Freshman year, still 17, while everybody else was 18 going to the club. I couldn't go, but you know what I'm saying? Just because what I was doing, I was able to be in there. Then they got mad because I was in 17 in the 21 plus club, but we wasn't going to talk about that. Haters around me. But it's okay. It is okay.
All right.
But you know, once you enter college, soon as you was in college, they thought you was like 21.
Who is they?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It didn't work for you, but nobody asked for my age. Nobody asked for ID.
Nobody asked for what, where, and when. Like
talking to females, talking wherever, going, whatever. Soon as like, oh, you go to you? Boom. I'm like, yeah. They were like, oh, they thought automatically, oh, he old enough. Like, nah, I'm 17, fam.
Yeah,
Once again, hater.
I don't recall those.
You ain't got to.
Those questions coming up. I mean, yeah, when you're in college, I feel like you interact with people and you find out their ages and all of that later on. But no, I don't recall that coming up. People being like, "How old are you?" No, I don't.
Nobody questioned you.
No, I don't recall that.
Nobody said, "Look at that freshman."
No, I don't think so.
Whatever. They looked at you. They look at that little itty bitty fresh meat.
But I've been to many schools though.
Whatever.
You went to 2 schools.
Relax.
Did you not?
You said what?
You went to 2 schools.
Anyway, I was at all schools. I was at all the campuses.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
So this week for this past week, you know what I'm saying? Didn't people was going crazy because Bia and Nicki Minaj got on, what was it, TikTok or something on live?
Nicki posted like 2-3 days in advance, like, I need y'all to be here for my live. I got something important. It's urgent. Y'all need to be there.
Yeah, urgent.
She kept saying urgent, and then was like, because apparently she's known for being late on her lives, which that don't make no sense. Like,
She's trying to be a Lauryn Hill.
how you late for your own stuff, like whatever. But so she was like, I'll be there on time this time. Y'all don't have to worry. She did all that just to release a song with Bia. Really? Not a new album, not a collab with like a brand, not a show starting, docuseries, a song with Bia?
I mean, you sound disappointed. I mean,
it seems stupid. You did all this
maybe the hype
for what?
So you talking about the hype?
It was extra, but for a song with Bia,
why you say for a song like Bia? For like she's not cool, or for a song with Bia? Like, come on, man. Or you think she should have been like, yo, come here, whatever, I'm gonna be on my live, dropping a new song, and boom, boom, boom.
I think it's because she kept saying urgent. She just kept saying, like, I need you guys to be here. It's urgent. But also,
like somebody died.
Here's the other thing, right? And I feel like people misuse the word urgent all the time. Because how you going to tell me something's urgent 48 hours in advance? Usually if it's urgent, you need it
right
now. You're misusing the word. Urgent means now, right away. Right, like now. Call the police, call the ambulance. I need it now. That's urgent.
She said it was urgent. Still made y'all wait.
You don't get to schedule urgency.
Oh, she different. She says urgent and still made y'all wait.
So basically, she said, when you get an email and it's got that little the red exclamation point, that means they need a response now, right? Urgent. You click the button for urgent. You can't say, I'm gonna schedule the urgency, so it'll be urgent now, but like come in 2 days. Nicki's mad dramatic, and I was just like, all this hype for us, and it's not that it's just Bia. This song has been out
for a while,
so now you want us to drop everything to hear about a song that
you already heard,
that you just hopped on the remix. This song's been out. I don't know, and also. No shade against Bia, right?
No, I don't.
if she did a new song with like all of Young Money and everybody got back together and she did this new song or whatever, and Young Money's going
They
on
already
tour,
did
that would be urgent to me. Like, yo, that's crazy. They got back together. Wow. Last time they were together was like '09. To do a song with Bia? And again, it's no shade against Bia. It's a lot of folks don't even know who she is. That's part of the reason why it's like,
That's why she said urgent.
it was urgent. But here's my thing, Nikki, you mad shady, fam. So is this you being like,
Opening up.
I fumbled the bag with Cardi, so let me reach back and grab another new sis and try to bring her up because I messed up with Cardi? I don't know. Because truthfully, Bia's been out longer than Cardi. Cardi just had more awareness. She was on a TV show.
No, she just had the machine behind her, and had
She
the
was
money.
she was on a reputable TV show, and I think that's how it got her started. Because Bia
No,
was
it's
also
not.
on a TV
No,
show.
it's not, because she dropped 2 mixtape while she was on the show. In that mixtape, it was not until her second mixtape, Cardi B, it got a little buzz, whatever. Cardi B dropped some stuff.
I'm not saying she wasn't an artist.
It's the money behind it.
I'm saying
If you got the bag to put yourself out there in marketing and make you constantly playing your singles or whatever, you're going to be up there.
I'm saying she went on a reputable TV show and was very popular on that show. People enjoyed her personality. That gets people talking about you more, which will open the door for new opportunities. Bia was also on a TV show. She wasn't.
But it wasn't Love and Hip Hop.
It wasn't, correct. So there's the difference, right? Cardi was on a show that everybody knows about and made a name for herself because she was this big personality. Bia
Cardi.
was on this show that nobody knew about, and she wasn't all rah-rah. So she's been grinding in a different way. But and I like Bia, like I do like her.
She was cold on the Russ.
Yeah,
That was my first time hearing her.
Yeah.
Was on the Russ. I was like, who's this? She is hard on this.
First time I heard her was on Sisterhood of Hip Hop, which was what, WeTV, like 2015.
Then my other favorite song from Bia is Bia 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 Bia
Some
with
of her
Little
new
John.
joints. Mhm.
That was hard. That went hard.
It was such a good
But
choice.
I listened
Like,
to
that
her
made
old songs, like her old songs. Maybe I don't know, but it was old, and I think she kind of like switched up the flow.
sense.
That's cool. It'd be like that sometimes.
I feel like
But yeah, who knows what Nicki Minaj is doing? I don't know.
part of me feels like, Nikki, you're still moving shady, fam. You're still moving in a shady way.
I mean,
But
it's a
put
choice.
Bia
She don't
on.
have to.
Put
She
Bia
didn't have
on.
to work
That's
with her,
great.
so it is what it is. She gonna do what she wanna do.
Mhm.
Then now Cardi's on her baby number 2.
Mhm.
Two.
Yep. She is
Uno,
pregnant.
dos.
But I think she's supposed to be coming out with an album.
I don't know. Cardi dropped 1 single. No, she did 2 singles.
What was that?
It was Megan. Both of them was Megan, right?
Oh, so she, during the quarantine, she got the WAP, the Up, and then the song with the Migos.
Yeah. So yeah, she only dropped 2 singles and been silent. Then she
But-
got the Migos.
Yeah.
She was busy getting pregnant.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's cool though. Cardi really walks to the sound of her own drum.
I feel like Cardi changed the game, and I feel like people don't give her credit for changing the game or recognize that
because
she changed the
because
game.
they say you have to have this type of blueprint as a female coming
Mhm.
out. And Cardi was like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight chicks in the street. I'm gonna get at
I'm
whoever.
gonna fight
get
chicks
in.
at Met Galas.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna get pregnant and I'm still be hot.
Mhm.
I'm gonna shake booty,
I'm not gonna change my image. I'm not gonna talk how y'all want me to talk.
and which she is very intelligent.
She
Yeah.
just
And now she on baby number 2, and she was on stage, and she let y'all know. And
her life is a hood drama, and like her and her dude are falling out and back together. He's cheating. He buys her bags. They're back together. And what's she saying in her posts? We communicated. We prayed on it. And now we pregnant. Okay, girl, you ain't gotta explain to us. If you want to be with him, you want to be with him. That's
That's
up
your
to you,
man.
right? That's your man, and you gonna stand by him. Go ahead, girl. You keep him.
We're gonna talk about you, but that's who you going to bed with. So
Mm-hmm.
it is. But shout out to all that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting for Remy Ma, Cardi B, and Nicki.
Remy.
That would
Is
be a
Remy
change.
coming back?
Remy chilling. She lost a lot of time, so she just taking everything.
Yeah, but so she lost a lot of time, and then she came back, and then she
A
lost
lot of
a
times
lot
she
of time.
can't get back. She has a baby. She's enjoying every moment.
Okay, but that's the difference, right? Cardi said, "I'm a working mom. I can work and have a baby
Just
and keep
because
working."
we haven't heard anything from Remy doesn't mean she ain't in the studio
I'm
making
not saying
music.
she's not in the studio. I'm just saying when you're gone for so long, and then you come back, and then you're still gone,
She has
the game
different
changes.
inventors where she don't need a rap right now.
I'm not saying she hurt for money. I'm just saying the game changes, and
I didn't say
hope
money. I
that
said she don't need a rap.
I hope she will be able to re-enter the game.
Just say you want to hear a track from her.
I don't know if she'll be able to come back
Why?
because she's been gone for like 12 years.
And everybody anticipated, and she came back. Everybody was loving it. And
She
she's
had
taking a
one
break.
song where she was a feature. She had 8 bars. She had 12 years to come up with a dope 8 bars. Well, you did great. Thanks. What else?
You alright? I feel like you've been going hard a little bit. You okay?
I'm just saying, I feel like she's going to miss her window.
Yeah, she ain't miss her window. She had her whole 7 years. What are you talking about? She was hot and she went to jail. She missed the window.
When
came
did she
back.
get out?
I don't know.
Like 6 years ago.
What are you talking about? It wasn't no 6 years ago, dude.
She got out in like 2014.
Shout out to Remy, man. When you drop it, people gonna listen. That's what everybody's waiting for. Then after, Lil Kim try to call out Nicki, I want a versus. For what? We all know who you need a versus with. Everybody know who you need a versus with, and everybody know we waiting for that. The same way Jay and Nas, whatever, they always gonna compare. They all know what it is. Lil Kim stop playing. It gotta be with Lil Kim versus Foxy Brown. That's it.
Why do you think Kim thinks that having a versus between her and Nicki is a good idea?
I have no idea.
You think Kim thinks that she's relevant?
Duh. I mean, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Kim changed the game, you know what I'm saying, with her image, friskiness, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It allowed, like, yo, we could dress sexy. I'm going to bring that freaky stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be hot. A lot of women that wanted that sex appeal and thought this is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Because it was always two lanes. It was like that Queen Latifah, MC Light type of lane, or it was going to be freaky.
I think the freaky wasn't a lane.
Actually, no, it wasn't a lane.
Wasn't a lane.
It was the MC Light. It was and all them.
Yep. That's
Roxanne lane. It was all that.
Lyricists.
Right. They was coming.
And they just was
then
like,
Lil Kim came like, nah, this is what it's gonna be.
and she talked about sex, and she talked about giving head, and she talked about getting head, and
that was the whole lane. So that's where everybody, as you know, the famous pictures that everybody, the famous pose.
So that was going to be my part 2 question. Do you think that she thinks she's relevant, or do you feel like she's like, Nicki just wanted to be me, so it makes more sense for us to go against each other?
I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, they did throw shade at each other back in the days. Nicki and Kim.
It's just kind of stupid.
Or maybe it could also be, they could be cool now, and this is Lil Kim like, hey, I was the first. I think Lil Kim say I'm the first. I think the next enemy is Nicki Minaj. Everybody don't want it. Well, they would tune in, but we want Foxy and Lil Kim. That's what it was really supposed to be. It was supposed to be Yo Time and people that could match up. But
Speaking of what we want, did y'all see? Oh snap! That Carl Thomas, Dave Hollister, and Donnell Jones
forming a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think?
I
You
mean,
think that's gonna be a good idea?
I don't know. Hopefully, it's a good music.
Mm.
We won't know until it come out.
I love Donnell Jones. Like he hasn't been able to rebound since what is that? His Gemini album that was like 2008. He's come out with other stuff, but it just wasn't the same to me. But Carl Thomas, ain't he still emotional? Like when was the last? Carl Thomas ain't been around since what, 95? Like
Was he with Bad Boy? Because he was signed with Diddy, man.
So Carl Thomas was kicking it when old girl was making music, Lil Kim. So does he? You know, it's kids, it's adults now that never heard that music.
So you know what I'm saying? The Beehive. What about them, man? Everybody was shocked when they saw Beyonce.
With the Telfar bag.
And they was like, "Oh, I got the same bag as Shorty. Oh my god!"
I just really.
Now you know. Now that everybody was coming up with memes, yo, ain't nobody gonna get them bags. Then what the creator was like, our price is not gonna change. Yeah, all right, we're gonna see.
I hope they don't. I think that would be dope that he keeps his prices the same. With that said, them bags still ain't cheap. I mean, for Beyonce, that's cheap.
But them bags will not be in inventory.
No.
As soon as it go up,
and truth be told, they've been selling out. Like, you go on the website, there's a lot of stuff that's sold out. Everybody, I really don't understand how this became like. I feel like this was the pandemic bag. Like, the pandemic happened, he dropped this bag, and everybody was like, "Oh yes."
It came out before then.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, the pandemic happened. Like, I saw this probably like April 2020.
So you saw it, but it didn't catch that much steam until people was at home. You know what I'm saying? People were supporting and stuff. It's cool. It's very, like Jay said, less is more. It's very simple.
It is simple.
You know
What I don't like is, so when there's like, so you know when you have the short strap, because it's a handbag, right?
You asking me like I be wearing purses or something.
You understand what I'm talking about. There's the short U strap because you just hold it in your hand, right? The handbag strap. Then you have the long adjustable strap because then it's the crossbody strap, right? Mm-hmm. This bag has the crossbody strap and the handbag. There's just a lot of straps going on, and I feel like it's too many straps. You got to pick one. Is this just a handbag or is it a crossbody? Because if it's a crossbody, then we need to take away the handbag straps. That's the reason why I don't like the bag, because I'm like, there's too many straps going on. You just need to decide what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like an offer one.
I feel you. Well, shout out to those who could get one. Yeah. And somebody was like, even though I bought my bag 4 months ago, I still ain't got it. No, I ain't never going.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
We ain't going to talk about, what is it, Black College, man? We ain't going to talk about them.
I'm not even going to say their name.
Them folks, man.
There's been a lot of issues with shipping lately, but it's been,
and it's so quick
people.
To just blame like the United States Postal. They should be like, it's them.
I will say that I heard that there are certain states that are lagging based on the however many workers they have, but I will also tell you is, without knowing what those states are, there are certain brands that I could buy from online. Boom, it'll be here.
Nike.
There are other brands.
Amazon.
There are other brands that you buy, and they'll be like, expect processing, 1 to 3 days of processing or whatever, and shipping. You could even pay for overnight shipping. How many times folks didn't pay for overnight shipping and they ain't get this much for they ain't get their stuff for many nights. Where's my money? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna need that back pay for that.
Run me my money, because now y'all are trying to play me. For real. Like, nah, that's not cool. Not even a little bit.
Then, as everybody knows, Drake got spotted in the helicopter film. That was probably, somebody probably set that up, because how you know, like, how you know just to be in a helicopter and just fly around. Oh my God, I'm gonna zoom in.
How the story unfolded is there was a guy, he was flying, random guy, he was flying, and he recognized, hold on, this stadium's lit up, ain't nobody playing, and there's just this table off to the corner. Let me zoom in. Somebody rented out the whole thing to have a little private little whoop. Wait, hold on. He kind of looks like Drake. That could be Drake.
Drake?
Yes.
Drake.
And to watch that unfold was hilarious because Friday morning it was like possibly Drake spotted renting out the stadium for a dinner with possibly his baby mom. And then it went on and it was like, yep, that's definitely Drake. And the picture was so grainy, it was like it could be any light-skinned chick. She might even be white. Who knows? And then it was like,
now we see, boy.
we know exactly who it is.
Why people can't do normal stuff? Like, you renting out a whole stadium for just a little dinner, man?
That's not normal.
Anyways,
It's the
nigga,
romance.
Whatever, dude.
Women love romance.
Whatever. I mean, Drake could do that. I understand, but be normal, fam.
So,
You want
okay.
to do a whole stadium?
Okay, so
yeah,
he-
fucking.
Hold on.
I'll do that for my wife, but I ain't doing it for no shorty.
I have no comment. So he has money to do that. I think for people who don't have that money, you could maybe like, so you know how like sometimes when you go to Perkins and if you got a large group, they put you in that back area.
Yeah, I'll rent a room or something. You can do that in restaurants.
So
yeah.
you can rent a room or whatever. That's like the same thing, different scale. You know what I mean? Like long money,
a
short
whole
money.
stadium, fam.
It's a little different.
I wonder how much that costs to just rent a whole stadium.
I'm keeping tabs to see if you end up renting out something for your wife. Just putting that out there. I said I'm keeping tabs to see if you rent out something for your wife because you said you would do that for your wife. So when you get married, I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, I mean, I rent stuff now. I rent a car. I rent.
All right, bye.
You talk
bye. I'm absolutely done with you and your rental history at this point.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Completely done with you and your rental history. One more thing I want to touch on with the Drake thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen the documentary of what's his face? His kid on the basketball team.
There was a documentary.
We watched the basketball kids. They high school.
Bronny.
All right. LeBron and D Wade's kids play for Sierra something in California. Mm-hmm. And after watching that, I felt like, okay, I know these kids. I'm a part of the community. I'm riding with them. Whoop-de-whoop. Then I'm like, oh, Drake goes to games too because he supports.
I don't think it's the same. We're not saying it's related to the same team. I think it's a different team. I think there's the AAU. There's the AAU time.
It's the same team.
It's the AAU time. It's the AAU time. Nobody. It's high school in session.
Those videos of him going to the games are old. Yeah, it's the Sierra team. Hit the shorty. Her son plays on the Sierra team.
I'm not saying that, but it's the AAU.
I'm the one telling the story, and you gonna tell me what you're
Go
not
ahead.
saying. All right.
Go ahead.
So Drake supporting the Sierra team, and I'm like, that's what's up, cause Drake and LeBron are friends, so this is perfect. Shout out to Drake, cause he supports the team too. I support the team. I'm part of the community. Drake goes to the games because him and LeBron are friends. That's dope. Then you find out Drake is not going because he wants to see Bronny. My feelings were hurt. You don't want to see Bronny play? That's not why you here?
Oh, you right. It was high school.
You're actually there because you messing with Shorty? The hippie chick?
Or to be 100, he could have actually been there for Bronny, but
sure
saw Shorty.
No, I'm sure that's how it started.
Or somebody showed him pictures like, hey, fam.
I 100%
homie mom
believe that he
right.
came to the game to support Bronny.
And it just happened to be
met
seen
a
little
single mom, and then it took off.
with the BBL.
Okay, question. Do you think... You're not going to answer this how I want you to.
I got another question too, but go ahead.
Do you think Drake is husband material?
No.
Yeah, me either.
It's just too much. I mean, he could be a husband. Yeah, anybody could be that, but
because it's a perfect setup, right? Like,
you got to be a certain type of woman.
To be a regular person, like, think about it. You are a single mom. You're supporting your son at his basketball game, and then you meet a guy through one of his teammates' dad, like a teammate's dad's friend. That's a perfect setup. Like, oh, you know, we clearly enjoy the same things. You're single, I'm single. It's a perfect time to meet someone and start a relationship. But because it's Drake, I'm like,
how far do you think this gonna go, girl?
we're gonna hear about you in one of these songs.
He just used her for material for Loverboy.
I don't think that Drake is husband material.
I'm not saying that he can't be a husband, but it's just.
Yeah, I don't think he's there. I think he is a lover boy. I think he lives for the fast life, and I think being in a steady long-term relationship is not fast life at all. It's the complete opposite, to be honest.
I don't know. I mean, he's a lover boy. Maybe he just like loving on people, caring, but he don't.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be committed. I mean.
Yeah, but so think about it.
It depends if your communication is right and they have an understanding like, hey, I don't want you to believe this is gonna be it could be a long term, but you're not gonna be the only one. I'd rather have that than out here having all 8-10 babies like somebody in the streets.
Not gonna talk about him. But I think, like, really and truly, I think the number one reason why people aren't in long-term relationships is because at some point it gets boring. And I think that boring, like, once you reach the level of boring, like, you're in maintenance. Like, it's kind of like you're losing weight, now you're maintaining, right? Like, so when you're losing weight, things exciting, and then once you lost the weight, you just need to maintain for the rest of your life. So when you start a relationship, it's really exciting, and then it gets boring, and now you're maintaining, and you're doing different things to, like, keep it right. And I think that's what people don't like, which is the reason why they don't last. Prime example, we've talked about this before. Safari and Erica Mena.
Mm-hmm.
She told him, she was like, it's clear that it was more exciting to, like,
be together then.
Yeah, to, like, chase me when I wasn't interested in you. It was more exciting for you to convince me that this is what I needed to do, and then for us to schedule this wedding, we get married, and then for us to go through this pregnancy, and then now this baby comes out and you're like, oh nah, fam, this is work, this ain't it. Like, I'm not interested. She even said that he told her, like, I also don't want to have another baby because, like, your body switched up and I don't really like what that looked like.
That's what she said?
She said that he said that. He said that's not what he meant. But that's how she felt. So I just think that some people are made for the fast life because their understanding of what relationships are is they never accelerate to the next level. It's just, they're kind of like leasing a car. Like, they don't know what it's like to own it. They're just that's
a good example.
You know, they only run so many miles. They keep it clean and then they trade it in for a new one. Yeah.
I need to get the upgrade.
Yeah. I understand.
But that do get tiring.
And that's the thing. There's perks to both, right? Like, one is like, oh, this is exciting. There's always something new. And then there's then there's the other end where it's like, there's no stability in that. Nothing's yours.
Sure. That's what life nothing really is. Like time. Time is really not yours. So enjoy while you can.
Yeah. Time will never be yours. Time is something.
Time is never on your side.
We lease time too. We just don't know how much of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to budget it and manage it.
Like now. But yeah, man, if you started from the beginning, now you're here to the end. Shout out to you, man. We appreciate it. Make sure you share it with your uncle, your grandma, your cousin, your friends, your daddy, your sister, your auntie, your cousins, and them. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm T.
I'm E.
And you just listen to ENT. Try not to cuss podcast, man. Till next time.
I'll holla.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
I know you see me on the video. I know you heard me on the radio. But you still don't pay me no attention. Listening to what your girlfriends mention.